Hey guys, just thought I'd give you a quick rundown of my bass tracker. It's a 2013 Pro Team 175 TXW. I know I've looked for a lot of things on the web, couldn't find much as far as doing accessory items and things of that nature. I just want to give you a quick tour of what's going on here. Some of the features that I've added. We'll start off at the front, and I took the stock trolling motor off and put the Power Drive V2 by Minn Kota. Man, this thing is a lifesaver when you're out there, especially if you're going for fish like on target fish. Got that anchor lock, and boy, does it help. Moving on down the line, as you can see, I've got a Lowrance HDI 7 up front. This is a temporary right now. I'm currently switching over to the HDS units, but for right now this one works pretty good. As you can see, I just mounted it right to the center with a ram mount. Works perfect, no problems. Couldn't be happier. Just want to give you all a little close-up on how I did this trolling motor wiring. As you can see, I went through the light socket and put some grommets for the wiring going down to keep the water and everything from coming up. Also, you'll notice that I use the diamond plate rubber. You can order that online to cover up the top, because there's going to be some extra holes from the old trolling motor. They don't line up, so you're going to need to cover it with something. Using a spray adhesive works great. Moving on down and around, I do have another seat. I use my bass seat. It depends on what kind of fishing I'm doing. Also, you'll see these extra cleats that I've put in the center. I hold my live bait tank with those. I've got a 30-gallon Keep Alive tank with an oxygen bottle. That keeps all my bait fresh and ready to go. I'm part of a striper club, so good live bait is always a good thing. Moving on down and around, as you can see, or start to see, I've added a stereo unit. A lot of guys want to have stereo. I went with the Rockford Fosgate, and it's a good flat unit. It's against the wall, it's out of the way of the controller. Also went with Fosgate 8s in the sides, both sides, and I'll pan around here and show you. I also put one here, did a little custom pin striping to go with the boat. Had to do a spacer between to keep the wall out, but as you can see, I've mixed the colors up that kind of flow with the boat anyway. Really looks good, and man, does it sound good as well. Moving on down and around, pretty much everything back here is basics. As you can see, I've got my Go camera sitting there. When I'm out there striper fishing, or if I'm out there fishing by myself, I can use my cell phone on my hip and just push a button, and it will snap a picture of me up front, or I can do live video. Perfect mounting spot for this. It's out of the way. Anybody sitting in the back seat doesn't affect them. Good position to be in. Also, you'll notice here that I've got the clips for the cover that goes over the top. I got me a Bimini that goes over the top. It really looks great on this unit. I might be able to show you that here a little bit later. Moving around, I also got these rod holders. These are the best type to use. I usually have 4 on the rig. I've got 2 more ordered that will go through the holes of the Bimini top when I'm not using it. That'll allow me to have 6 of them total on the boat. I could have 8 if I wanted them, because I could use this one as well as use the front clips right here to hook another one along the side of that one that's normally there. So they really look good, and they function very well. Moving on around, I just put the structure scan on, and as you can see, it's a big ordeal online on where to mount these structure scans. I just recently did it, and I went out today for a trial run. I want to show y'all exactly how I've placed these, and they work perfect. There's no obstructions. The image is crystal clear. As you can see right there, this is how you need to mount them. All right. Let me get a little closer up look so you can kind of get a judge of distance. And the angle is perfect. It doesn't interfere with each other. You know how you're supposed to have one higher or one lower? It does not interfere. It works out perfect. As you can also see, I put in the lighting I used white to go with the boat. These things, man, it looks awesome going through the lake, especially first thing in the morning. It's a great accent for the boat. It looks good. Plus the fish like to come up to light it first thing in the morning, so it works out in a lot of ways other than just the scenery. Moving on around, I've also, as you can see, placed the rod holders on this side as well. Keep on going around, coming around. As you can see, I've got these smaller speakers. You get them from like Shark, but the speakers won't hold up. So what I've done is got a more advanced speaker to place in there. I had to modify it a little bit. That gives me my upper sound, and I cut it down and fade it to the front more than to the back, because the big Fosgate 8s are on the front. This gives me my upper sound. It sounds perfect, no problems. This thing rocks, guys. And I'll pan around here. As you can see, that 8 over there. And also I'm going to pan around and give you a close-up of the head unit, as well as the speaker down below. As you can also see, I added some auxiliary plugs for iPods and etc. Anybody gets on the boat, got something, wants to plug it in. I've got lighter, space. I've got all kind of good things going on right there. So it really works out good. One other feature, which I don't have it on the boat, I did the Goby light. That right there is the remote control for the Goby light, so I can control my lighting, which is usually mounted in the front. It has the navigation lights as well as the big spotlight, which allows me to see, you know, any kind of obstructions or anything in the lake first thing in the morning. I just recently purchased the HDS Lowrance 7 Gen 3. I'm just now learning this thing, and the features on this thing are phenomenal. So I highly suggest this thing. From what I've already picked up on and what I've done, these things work awesome. Now I'm going to show you the power plant behind the stereo system. I've got a Fusion amp down here. I don't know the exact model, not even going to pretend like I do. Also, as you can see right in this area, this is the brain box for the Fosgate. I've got it up on rubber stoppers that are about a 1/2 inch high, that in case any moisture's on the ground, it does not affect the unit. As well as the Fusion, it's up off the ground on rubber stoppers that are about a 1/2 inch. Keeps it off the floor, as well as allowing air to travel all around it and through it. Over here, as you can see past my glasses here, those are great glasses, by the way, is all the wiring harness that's wrapped in a rubber netting that keeps it up off the floor, so nothing's on the floor when it gets wet. I don't have any problems. Closing that down. I believe that's about it, guys, but I just wanted to show you those features. It really worked out great on this boat. Your typical rod box holders I went to Northern Tool, got all of these kind of color coded as well. Got all of these different electrical boxes right here. They're perfect for holding any kind of tackle. You can take as many as you need depending upon what kind of trip you're going on. I never know what kind of trip I'm going on till I leave the farm, so I usually carry a lot of stuff with me. Of course, you know, the rod holder box, it's fully loaded. And I guess that's it for my boat, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and give me any feedback or any questions. I'll be glad to answer them for you. Oh, one other thing. I wanted to show you a little special thing that I've done with my audio system, because every guy that likes music has got to have one. And so I went around here and wow, is that a subwoofer or what? Perfect spot, guys, for the subwoofer. Got it ported, got the chrome ports in. This thing rocks, guys. Fisherman coming up next to a big old boat full of young people, and he's like, that old man rocks. That would be me. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Y'all take care. Give me any questions you got. See ya.